Well, hey guys, welcome back. Second video, second day. How we doing? We're going to be breaking down stage S11, which is the double boss stage. And really, I feel like this needs to be said. But the two champions that are going to get you through this are going to be Doom Priest, right? And then Rector Drath. And again, as you will find out, bolster set or shield set is absolutely needed in this entire whole thing. Also, you need a cleanse, and really, it's just a combination of doing two supports and then maybe three damage dealers, or two or three supports and two damage dealers. Or as you can see, I kind of really am just using four really supports and then one damage dealer. After King Garag's buff, he is actually very, very good. He does a ton of damage, and it's great. His name, the name on his abilities are actually actuated to what he does. So it's a good thing. But let's break it down. This is actually the quickest video I was able to record today. Um, and really, you don't need King Garag, but you really, I think, need Doom Priest or Rector Drath or some other support that can cleanse. I mean, honestly, you could use Sentinel, but what I'm going to tell you is you absolutely need bolster set and at least a cleanse, and then you just kind of go from there. Okay, so let's just go over this and how it goes. We do everything on manual, obviously, but with this team, I don't think I really need to do manual. For some reason, I don't know why they did that. I still don't understand why that rare went in there. The reason the rare is in here because he's one of the few that has heal reduction on his A1, and it's not even 100%, but we land it here. But it doesn't matter because King Garag, he hits so hard it just completely obliterates everything. Now right here, I think what I should have done, instead of doing that, I should just put the shields up. But we have no problem with the run going forward. His A3 just completely blasts, and they're gone. Yep, there you go. And yes, King Garag is in Stone Skin. He is in Arena Gear. And then we're just going to go in here. You want to focus down the spider first. The spider is the biggest problem on this team. Now, right here, we get a little scared because that spider's doing damage. But we're going to bring up Wixwell because he brings the shield and the intercept. And then try to avoid hitting the spider as much as possible because that bitch is going to just keep... Yep, we do it again. 221,000 damage. Oh, man, he does a ton of damage. Try to avoid hitting the spider because when you hit her, she puts poisons on you. So just attack the minions that the Ice Golem has with your supports if you do not need to land like decrease attack or, heal reduction or anything. But it doesn't matter. It legit just doesn't matter. And you don't even need to use King Garag if you have other legendary damage dealers or even epic damage dealers. It doesn't matter. I can tell you right now, you can use Shiramani. I know she is air quote a support, but her A3 that hits with the big freeze that has amazing multipliers. Back in the day, she was used as like an arena nuker on top of also being one of the few champions that brought freeze to the game. Man, he just doesn't give a shit. I love King Garag. He just comes in there. But we're going to be coming back here now. Again, remember you do not want to attack the little spiderlings because when they counter attack, they heal the spider. So we're just going to boop, put up the decent little shields, put the intercept on Rector Drath. I end up resurrecting that guy for no reason, and we kill everybody again. And then, yeah. And then King Garag is going to finish off Agrath. I fucking hate Agrath as a boss, but it is what it is. Tried to land the heal reduction, but it doesn't matter. She's going to be dead. A1. Gone. And then my recommendation is just applying decreased attack as much as you can to the boss here. If you have somebody that does decrease accuracy as well, that's helpful because it really stops him and his minions from landing debuffs on you. And then you just go in there and you kill him. And there you go. That's it. That's the whole thing. Pretty easy. 45 turns. King Garag did make this way easier. But we'll go over my Wixwell here. Wixwell is in Reflex and Merciless because I was using him in Hydra, and then I didn't need to use him in Hydra anymore. So he just keeps his gear and just hangs out. I got the 5-star soul for him, and I got him on cruelty, which is great. Definitely helps speed up runs. We'll go over. He's at 242 speed, 323 accuracy. Just make sure you have enough accuracy and a decent amount of speed to, keep being a good support, essentially. He does have War Master, and we have him extending buffs, debuffs as well. And yeah, we have him going down there with cruelty. And then King Garag. Boy, what is there to say about King Garag? Let's look at his stats here. I really need to do a showcase on him. I was trying to do a showcase on him earlier, in the week after the buff, and I was using him in arena, but even after the buff, I just feel like he doesn't do enough damage. Or not enough damage. He does a ton of damage. He just doesn't do enough. Like you have King Narcissus who double hits with shields and strengthen, and he also block revives on his A3, and you have Terras that just obliterates people, and also boost turn meter on his A1 with crits and stuff like that. Even Anithwi sees a lot of play now because he block revives people, because live arena really is a battle of attrition. But King Garag is in like my best damage gear, and we have him at 6.9 thousand attack, 240 speed, 103% crit rate, 300% crit damage. He doesn't need accuracy. His A1 puts a stun, but nobody gives a shit about that. And he has pretty decent defensive stats, to be fair. But yeah, King Garag just doesn't, I don't think, still just doesn't do enough in arena. And I'm going to tell you this right now, his best blessing to put him in is Heaven Crest. Even at 6-star, you want Heaven Crest. His A3 does bonus damage based on the buffs he has. Heaven Crest is an additive to that, so that's just a great synergy to do. Okay, yeah, 1.5% for each buff. He does massive amounts of damage. I'm going down to Helm Smasher again because I'm using him in arena. And then Rector Drath, I kind of messed up here. I started putting gear back on champions that I took off before I did S11 here, and she didn't even have gloves during that fight. If she'd had gloves, it would have been even easier. Okay. But you really just want to keep her in a bolster set. Make her fast. Give her decent accuracy, decent resistance. Right? Curse City, we have her at 265. Good resistances and stuff. Decent health. Again, we have her going down to Unshakable. Miracle Heal is what I'm using on her because, again, I have her in bolster. And then Doom Priest, still in my Arbiter gear from the last video. Pretty good. And then when we get over to the rare, and we'll go over stats here quick. I think I was looking at something on the other monitor when I was recording this. We'll go over to the rare here, which is Ironclad. And all I had to do for Ironclad was give him enough accuracy to land his A1. And as you saw, it didn't even matter. If you have a damage dealer that can just completely obliterate the spiderlings, you're going to be fine. Let's pause this quick. I have 2 Shiramanis. I used to use both Shiramanis for this. Or Delania, which is a login champion, which everybody should have. Delania, if booked out and given damage gear with Savage, she will kill those spiderlings, no problem. The only problem is all her abilities are AoE. So if you don't have heal reduction on the boss right away or at the right time, that spider will heal to full. So it's the only thing I can say, like, keep a heads up on. You can also use Robar, and you can also use this guy here. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head. Sinesha. If you have 2 Sineshas, that's great. And Neldor is also very good. I would just recommend going pure damage on Neldor and taking the accuracy off of him, to be fair. But that is going to be the video for today. I hope everybody finds this helpful and it gets you through S11 on Hard Cursed City. So, am I having a stroke? Hard Cursed City. We'll catch everybody next time. Bye-bye.